Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Honors, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect, starting with the 144,000 prophets, and the rest of the men, women, and children that are listening and learning, staying in the Holy Spirit, and keeping the faith of Yahawashai day in and day out. So I was just listening to a video, from Full Spectrum Survival, and they had mentioned this convoy that is currently headed to Texas. So I just Googled God's Army, because that's what the convoys call themselves, and just went through the article. So I just wanted to bring this out because what you have is a bunch of what looks or appear to look like American Edomites that are coming together, as you see right here. They're coming together basically to let's read it. It says, calling all truckers, bikers, law enforcement, veterans, military, elected officials, business owners, ranchers, and freedom-loving Americans like it. The time is now for we the people to peacefully assemble in honor of our constitutional rights, to call on our government to take action and secure our borders. Make your voices heard, America. Roll with us. Now, Esau Edom, right, has never been a peaceful person, okay? Especially when it comes to Jacob. All right, the scriptures tells us that he has a perpetual hatred for Jacob, and that includes the northern kingdom, which are the so-called northern, so-called Hispanics, all right, and Native Americans, and that is who they, basically see as a threat at this moment because of the whole open border migrant crisis that is going down over there in Texas, which is something that is being purposely done by the government at the helm of the globalist elites, okay, which that's what these people also believe that as well. So you have a situation that is brewing up that is ultimately going to lead into what? It's going to lead into a civil unrest, all right? Whether that be a clash between the federal military and, various different national guards, which, you have multiple 25 states, I believe, that have joined to, say that they were going to help out the Texas National Guard, all right? Or whether that be a racial tension, racial unrest between Edomites, American Edomites, and the northern tribes that are over there, trying to cross into America in the southern border. So it says the convoy called "Take Our Border Back" is planning on heading to the southern border to protest the ongoing migrant crisis. Okay, and here you see the group says their mission is to shed light on the dangers of keeping the southern border open. All right, and what you see here is a convoy of northern tribes, leaving their respective countries in South and Central America, trying to come to America, and is really spiritual and interesting when you look at this from a biblical standpoint, and what I wanted to say. Oh, the Salaki, lost my train of thought real quick. The situation during the time of coming out of ancient Egypt, right? See, we're at the end of this age, and the Lord, just did like a complete switch up in the movie, where now, of course, we already have a lot of Israelites of both northern and southern kingdom here in America, but you have a consistent influx of northern tribes, and there may be even some southern tribes that are amongst these northern tribes, because you actually did have some Haitians that were over there as well, And we do know that during the transatlantic slave trade, you had a lot of southern tribes get dropped off in Central America and in South America. Predominantly a lot went into South America as well. So there may be a lot of southern, which is the southern kingdom of Judah, Benjamin, Judah, and Levi, amongst this whole convoy that is trying to come up into America. And the Lord is having this happen ultimately for one or two reasons. Is for the elect that are among them to be delivered, and for the ones who are not of the elect to be destroyed during the Third World War, all right, in the lake of fire, which America, Babylon the Great will turn into. So while you have that happening, just like I was saying, like how we exodus out of ancient Egypt, and the first adversary that we encountered was Esau, Edom, namely of the tribe of Amalek. Okay, actually, let me see if I can find that real quick, and then I'll get the scripture. I'm gonna actually hold it. This loads up. Okay, it's the book of Deuteronomy 27, Salakia 25, verse 17. It says, "Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when ye were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by the way, and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou was faint and weary, and he feared not God. Therefore it shall be, when Yahweh thy God has given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, in the land which Yahweh thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven, thou shalt not forget it." Okay, so like I said, it's spiritually interesting how you have this convoy of Israelites trying to come to Egypt, right? In modern day Egypt, and here you have Esau, Edom, going to meet them at the border to try to stop them from coming into America. So, hey, and this goes to show you that no matter where, no matter what, there's always been a friction between Jacob and Esau. All right, the Bible it holds true to the story of the as it says in Genesis, the enmity between the woman's seed and the serpent, the seed of the serpent. So let's read it. It says, "Convoy claiming to be God's army heading to Texas to protest border crisis. Biblical monumental moment. A group whose members have described themselves as God's army is heading to the southern border to protest record numbers of migrants illegally crossing over from Mexico. Organizers with Take Our Border Back say that they want to stand up to globalists who they believe are conspiring to let migrants illegally flood the country. This is a biblical, monumental moment that's been put together by God," one organizer said during a planning call, according to Vice News. "We are besieged on all sides by dark forces of evil," said another. Okay, hey, man, the Lord is really turning up the climax of this movie, man, because once again, what could be the only outcome of something like this? All right. It's going to be what YAHAWASHI said was going to take place in the end times before he appears. All right, and we'll get that as well. But let's continue reading. It says, "The group is planning a convoy set to leave Virginia Beach on Monday for Texas, followed by 3 rallies on February 3rd at sites near Eagle Pass, Texas, Yuma, Arizona, and San Ysidros, or Cedros, how you pronounce it, California. A January 12th news release called on any active and retired law enforcement and military, veterans, elected officials, truckers, and other law-abiding, freedom-loving Americans to join the movement. Their goal, the group claims, is to shed light on the obvious dangers posed by wide open southern borders. As of Saturday afternoon, the convoy's crowd-funding effort through the website Give, Send, Go has raked in more than 90,000. The group wants peaceful rallies, but admitted to Vice the demonstrations could get out of hand. And they're going there armed. All right? They're going there with an expectation that something may happen. Now they can act like, they want peace, but what does the scriptures say about Esau, Edom, right? When it comes to claiming to want peace. Psalms was that 55, I believe. Psalms 55 verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, aka his mind, his lab. His words were softer than oils, yet were they drawn swords. And you better believe that they're going down there with their their weapons, okay? Their modern day swords. So you talking about you want a peaceful protestings and all these things and that effect, but once again, your words are smooth, but you're drawn. You got swords drawn. It says we realize we may have infiltrators, that there may be some people who try to subvert us, who jump in the convoy. Provocateurs, organizer Scotty Sachs told the outlet. We may have some, and they're going to have to deal with our security team. They'll be asked to leave. The rallies are coming amidst escalating tensions between the Biden administration and Texas over state's effort to secure the border. This week, a divided Supreme Court ruled Border Patrol agents could cut through razor wire Texas officials had installed along a 30-mile stretch near Eagle Pass, which has been overwhelmed by the migrant crisis. All right, it says on Thursday, 25 Republican governors signed a letter backing Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who has continued to lay the sharp barrier to dissuade migrants from crossing through high traffic sites despite the top court ruling. All right, it says in December, Custom and Borders Protection agents had a record-breaking 302,034 migrants encounter at the southern border, according to the data released Friday. All right, and this is just another article, basically, saying the same thing, but there was just a certain part I wanted to highlight. Right here. So it says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God. It is time for the remnant to rise," they said. So in their mind, right, they believe that the Bible is their book. Okay? A lot of these Edomites truly believe that America is a nation blessed by the Most High, is the new promised land, right? That they are God's people, and that this land is the new Jerusalem, is the kingdom of heaven. But what they don't realize is that they are deceived. All right? That they are actually the ones whom the Most High hates. And it's really evident based off of their characteristics, who they are. So it's an interesting situation to really see, right, how the Lord is playing this out, because when it's all said and done, the truth is going to prevail, and they're going to be made to be found liars. Now, here in the book of Psalms 50, verse 16, it says, "But unto the wicked God saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?" See, so they can quote scriptures, right, that YAHAWASHI said, which he was speaking to Israelites. Okay, he wasn't speaking to American Edomites. He was speaking to Israelites when he said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." Okay. However, these devils, they have taken the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi and declared his statutes and put their covenant in his mouth, in their mouths. It says, seeing that thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee. And when you look at the actual American culture, right, what America represents, what Esau represents, he represents everything that is hateful in the eyes of YAHAWASHI. He does not practice the laws of the Bible. Okay? It says, when thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him, and has been partakers with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. And that's exactly what they're doing. It's all playing out, man. This is really, it's really kind of amazing how the Lord is doing this, because these Edomites that are going down there, they're going down there with the mindset that they're doing the right thing for America, right? They're doing something that God has approved, right? That God is on their side. But the thing is, what God are you talking about? You see? Because all these various different nations right now, which you have noted, if you have noticed, a lot of these various different nations are speaking about their gods. Okay, the Ishmaelites, they're speaking about their God is going to give them the power to defeat the Western evils, right? Amalek is speaking about their God is going to help them destroy the Gazians, Palestine. They call them the Amalekites, right? Now you have these Edomites here in America, in Babylon. They're saying that they're God's army. But what God are you? All their gods are idols. What we are speaking about is the one and only and true living God, whose name is Yahawah through his son YAHAWASHI. All right, and he is on the side of the elect of the nation of Israel, which is who we are. And another interesting thing that I saw is, oh, here we go. This is what I wanted. It says, the website describes the event as a peaceful assembly inviting all law-abiding freedom-loving Americans. Wired published an article describing the group as an armed convoy. See that? So if you're peaceful, but your swords are drawn. It says, after which the group wrote on Telegram, we are not making a call to arms, a call to engage with anyone crossing the border. We are here to peacefully protest under our First Amendment rights and to pray. Right and pray. See, they speak smooth things, but war is really in their heart. Okay? And the actual characteristics, the way that these devils operate, you can tell. It's very evident to see that they're not going down there. They're going down there with an expectation that blood will be shed. And who is going to be the blood that they are willing to shed? Is going to be the blood of Israelites. Okay? So let's get this here in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, which we are hearing and seeing. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So all these things that we're seeing right now is what YAHAWASHI said was going to happen. Although the end is not yet, these are the beginning of sorrows, but it's a succession of events that are leading up into the end. And these events are not things that YAHAWASHI, it was saying, oh, this is going to happen. It's going to take a whole generation, 2-3 generations for these things to finish. No, YAHAWASHI said that when these things happen, remember that this generation shall not pass till all be fulfilled. Okay? This generation isn't going to be passed until all the things that are signs of the end actually manifests. That's why he told the disciples, well, when the disciples asked him, what shall be the sign of thy coming in the end of the world? Well, situations like this is signs of the end of the world. And the end of the world is going to happen and take place in one generation. All right, so let me finish this out here. Psalms 50, verse 21, it says, "These things thou hast done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself." Yep. And that's the mindset of these devils. They think that, oh, God is for them, right? They think that this is we just read it, that this is something that God put together. But you know what? He did put this together, but not for your victory, not for you to be victorious. He put this. He's having these things happen for the purpose or the controversy of Zion. All right, and all this is going to. Only thing that this is going to lead to is just the dismantling of civilization in America, because it's going to lead to insurrection, sedition among men, right? People not regarding their kings nor princes in the course of their actions standing in their power. And all that is going to result in what? Chaos. All right. Shit hitting the fan, all hell breaking loose in America. All right. So you thinking that right here, it says that thou thoughtest together, that thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. All right, and the Lord YAHAWASHI is about to set you devils in order. He's about to set this whole world in order. That wicked Israelites, all right, these heathens, or in Edomites, anybody who does not fear, all right, and do the will of YAHAWASHI, you about to get set in order, man, and especially Babylon the Great, as the scripture says that let me put that in the book of Jeremiah 51. Oops. It says what? Jeremiah 51 verse 6. It says, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance, and he will render unto her a recompense." See that? America is Babylon the Great. So when you have Edomites that are trying to protect and they got this undying affection for Babylon, well, this is their kingdom. And it's funny because the convoy ends at Eagle Pass, Texas. All right, and we know what the scriptures says about the eagle and how it is tied unto Esau, Edom. All right, so with that, I just want to bring this out, Lord willing. This was edifying unto the elect. We're going to definitely continue to watch out for these things, man, because the Lord is definitely working. So, with that, the Water Yahawah Bashem Al Shai, call Lord Yahawah Bashem Al Shai. Until next time, Shalom.